In the last video we stopped here. Andrea laughed, feeling a mix of nerves and excitement as she thought about Raj's upcoming visit. There was so much to do, so much to prepare, but for the first time in a long while, she felt like everything was falling into place. As Raj sat in his room, mentally preparing for the inevitable confrontation with his parents, Onik's words echoed in his mind. He knew Onik was right, there was no way around it. He had to inform his parents about his plans to travel to America, and he knew it wouldn't be an easy conversation. Raj sighed deeply, running a hand through his hair. "You're right, Onik. We have to tell them. Call my parents and let them know we're on our way." Onik raised his eyebrows in mild exasperation but nodded. "All right, Raj. Here we go again." He quickly made the call, his tone respectful but tense as he informed Raj's parents of their impending visit. A short while later, Raj and Onik arrived at the grand family estate. The air felt thick with tension as they made their way inside, Raj's heart pounding with a mix of determination and dread. His parents were already waiting in the sitting room, their expressions a blend of curiosity and concern. King Devendra was the first to speak, his tone stern. "Raj, what is this about? Onik said you have something important to tell us." Raj took a deep breath, steeling himself. "Yes, father. Mother. I wanted to let you know that I'm planning to travel to America to meet Andrea's parents." The room fell into an icy silence as his words sank in. Queen Anisha's eyes widened in disbelief, while King Devendra's expression hardened with anger. "America?" his mother finally said, her voice trembling with a mixture of shock and disapproval. "Raj, you cannot be serious. You're planning to fly halfway around the world to meet the parents of a girl who didn't even bother to meet us when she was here? I just can't believe this." Raj stood his ground, his voice calm but firm. "Yes, I'm serious. Andrea couldn't meet you then because she was overwhelmed and needed time. But I love her, and I want to be with her. I'm going to America to show her how serious I am about us. If I can't use the family jet, I'll rent one, but I'm going." King Devendra shook his head, his voice laced with anger. "Raj, this is unacceptable. You're going to leave your responsibilities here to chase after a girl who hasn't shown our family the respect it deserves." Raj's heart ached at his father's words, but he remained resolute. "Father, I understand how you feel, but this is important to me. Andrea is important to me. I need to do this." Queen Anisha's disbelief turned to something colder, almost hurt. "So you're saying that this girl means more to you than your own family? That you would prioritize her over us?" Raj's chest tightened, but he refused to back down. "That's not what I'm saying, Mother. I'm not choosing between you and her. I love you both. But I can't ignore my feelings for Andrea, and I need to see this through. I'm asking for your understanding, not your approval." His mother shook her head, her eyes filled with disappointment. "Raj, this is reckless. You're being blinded by emotions, and you're throwing away everything we've worked for." Raj felt a pang of guilt but knew he couldn't let it sway him. "I'm not throwing anything away. I'm trying to build something meaningful with someone I care deeply about. If that means traveling to America to prove my commitment, then that's what I'll do." There was a long silence as his parents exchanged a look, their expressions a mix of frustration and resignation. Finally, King Devendra spoke, his tone begrudgingly accepting. "Fine, Raj. You can use the family jet. But know this, we are not happy about this decision. You're risking a lot for someone who hasn't earned our respect." Raj's heart ached at his father's words, but he nodded. "Thank you, Father. I understand your concerns, and I will do everything I can to show you that this is the right decision." With that, the conversation ended, leaving Raj feeling both relieved and deeply troubled. As he left the room, Onik followed close behind, his expression a mix of concern and support. "You did what you had to do, Raj," Onik said quietly as they walked back to the car. "But this isn't going to be easy." Raj nodded, his thoughts still on the tense exchange with his parents. "I know, Onik. But I can't let that stop me. I have to see this through. Once they were back in the car, Raj pulled out his phone and texted Andrea. I've booked the jet. I'll be arriving on Friday so we can have the weekend together before your classes start again. I can't wait to see you. This is really happening. Raj smiled, feeling a surge of excitement despite the tension with his parents. Yes, it is. I'm staying at a hotel nearby, so we'll have plenty of time together. Andrea's response was filled with warmth, though she had no idea that the hotel Raj was referring to was one of his own family's properties. That sounds perfect. I'm so excited for you to meet my parents. They're already asking what kind of food you like. Raj chuckled softly, feeling a sense of lightness return. Anything they make will be perfect, as long as I'm with you. As he ended the call, Raj looked over at Onik, who was watching him with a knowing smile. You really are in deep, aren't you? Raj nodded, his expression serious but filled with hope. I am Onik. And I'm not turning back now. With that, they drove off, the excitement of the upcoming trip starting to overshadow the lingering tension from the confrontation. For the first time in months, Raj felt like he was finally moving forward, taking control of his future, and he couldn't wait to see what awaited him on the other side of the world. Raj was sitting in his study, going over the final details of his trip when his phone buzzed again. It was his cousin, Amir. Hey Raj, I just heard from your mother you're going to America. Amir's voice was filled with curiosity and excitement. Raj smiled, though he couldn't help but feel a bit of tension at the mention of his mother. Hi, Amir. Yes, I'll be leaving on Wednesday. Why? There was a brief pause before Amir spoke, his tone almost too casual. Can I go with you? Raj chuckled, sensing there was more to this request than just a spontaneous desire to travel. Amir, did my mom ask you to call me and suggest you go with me? Amir laughed, his voice light-hearted. Of course not. My mom was talking to your mom, they're sisters, you know. I overheard them, and I figured, why not call and see if I can join you? I've never been to America, and it sounds like you could use some company. Raj rolled his eyes but couldn't help but smile. All right. You can come with me. I'll call the hotel and let them know you're coming. Great. What time is it on Wednesday? Amir asked, his excitement palpable. We'll be leaving early in the morning, Raj replied, already mentally adjusting his plans. We'll stop in London first. I have some properties there I need to check on before we head to the States. Sounds good. Thanks, Raj. I'll be ready, Amir said, clearly thrilled. As the call ended, Raj couldn't help but feel a bit more at ease knowing that Amir would be accompanying him. Though this trip was deeply personal, having Amir along would add a layer of familiarity and comfort. Meanwhile, back in America, Susie and Andrea were buzzing with excitement as they prepared for Raj's arrival on Friday. Andrea couldn't stop talking about it, her anticipation growing with each passing day. It felt surreal that Raj would soon be there, in her hometown, meeting her family. I can't believe this is really happening, Andrea said for what felt like the 100th time as she and Susie sat in her bedroom. It's like a dream. Susie grinned, equally excited. I know. It's going to be amazing. You're actually going to introduce a prince to your parents. This is next level stuff. Andrea laughed, though her nerves were starting to show. I just hope everything goes well. My mom's already making a grocery list to prepare a big dinner for Raj. She's taking this very seriously. Little did Andrea know that Raj had already made dinner arrangements at the hotel restaurant. He wanted everything to be perfect, and he knew that a private, elegant setting would be the best way to start this important meeting. Back in India, Raj was finishing up his plans for the trip. He turned to Onik, who had been by his side through every step of this journey, his excitement barely contained. Onik, let's go to a jewelry store. I want to buy a beautiful set of jewelry for Andrea this time. I want diamonds. And let's get something nice for Susie as well. She's been a good friend to Andrea. For her mom, let's bring a pure silk scarf. Something elegant and timeless. Onik smiled, watching Raj's enthusiasm with a mix of admiration and amusement. "I really like seeing your excitement, Raj. It's contagious." Raj grinned, feeling more energized than he had in weeks. "I just want everything to be perfect, Onik. This is a big step, and I want Andrea and her family to feel how serious I am." Onik nodded, understanding the importance of this trip. "Do you want to separate the clothes you're going to take, or should I do that?" Raj waved his hand dismissively, still caught up in his thoughts about the gifts. "You do it, Onik. You know exactly what I like." Onik chuckled, already mentally sorting through Raj's wardrobe. "Consider it done. I'll make sure everything is packed and ready to go. We'll have the finest clothes, the best gifts, everything to make a great impression." As Raj and Onik finalized their plans, the excitement continued to build. The upcoming journey felt like the beginning of something extraordinary, a step toward a future that Raj was more determined than ever to claim. The anticipation was almost too much to bear, but Raj knew that with each carefully planned detail, he was bringing himself closer to the life he wanted, with Andrea by his side. Raj and Onik were at the jewelry store, surrounded by glittering displays of precious stones and fine craftsmanship. Raj's eyes were focused on one particular set, a breathtaking ensemble of diamonds that seemed to capture the light from every angle. The necklace, earrings, and bracelet were all perfect for Andrea, embodying the elegance and love he felt for her. "This one," Raj said, his voice filled with certainty as he pointed to the set. "This is for Andrea." Onik nodded approvingly, already envisioning how much Andrea would appreciate the gift. "It's stunning, Raj. She's going to love it." Next, Raj selected a pair of diamond earrings for Susie, a token of appreciation for being such a supportive friend to Andrea. For Andrea's mother, he chose an elegant silk scarf, its soft, luxurious fabric woven with intricate patterns that spoke of timeless grace. And for her father, Raj picked out a golden chain, simple, yet dignified, a symbol of respect. As the jeweler carefully packaged the items, Raj felt a surge of excitement and anticipation. The date of his departure was fast approaching, and everything was falling into place. The morning of the departure finally arrived, and the excitement in Raj's eyes was unmistakable. He had been looking forward to this moment for weeks, and now, the day had come. The private jet was prepped and ready, and his bags were packed with everything he might need for this important journey. Amir, his cousin, was equally excited, though for slightly different reasons. "I'm going to find myself a girlfriend while we're in America," Amir declared with a mischievous grin, which elicited laughter from both Raj and Onik. Onik, ever the practical one, teased back, "Here we go again. Now it'll be your family who's mad at you, Amir." Raj laughed along with them, but his mind briefly wandered to Susie, who had jokingly asked him to find her a boyfriend. The thought made him smile. Perhaps fate would have a way of making things interesting on this trip. As they boarded the jet, Raj took out his phone and sent a quick text to Andrea, letting her know that they would be stopping in London first and that he would arrive in America the following night. "We're on our way. First stop, London, then tomorrow night I'll be in America. I can't wait to see you." Andrea's reply came almost immediately, filled with the same mix of emotions that Raj was feeling. "I can't wait to see you either. I'm so nervous and excited, it's all I can think about." Reading her text, Raj's heart swelled with happiness. He knew, deep down, that everything was going to work out between them. The love they shared was real, and the connection they had forged over the past few months had only grown stronger. With a big smile on his face, Raj turned to Onik and Amir, his voice full of determination. "Let's do this. I can't wait," Raj exclaimed, his excitement infectious. Amir and Onik exchanged amused glances, then burst into laughter. "OMG, my cousin is in love," Amir teased, nudging Raj playfully. Onik joined in, grinning as he added, "You have no idea, Amir. Raj is head over heels." Amir's curiosity got the better of him, and he leaned in closer, his eyes gleaming with interest. "Cousin, we have plenty of time on this flight. I want to know everything, how this all started. I've heard bits and pieces, But I'm all about the root, the source, the real thing. Spill it. Raj chuckled, leaning back in his seat as the jet soared into the sky. He knew that the story he was about to tell was one of the most significant of his life, and sharing it with Amir felt right. With a deep breath, he began to recount the tale of how he first saw Andrea, how she had captivated him from the moment he laid eyes on her, and how their whirlwind romance had unfolded against all odds. As he spoke, the hours passed quickly, the plane carrying them closer to the next chapter of Raj's journey, a journey that he hoped would lead to a future with Andrea by his side. After landing in London, Raj wasted no time in getting to work. He managed to handle some of the business matters he had in the city, but there was still more to be done before he could leave. He knew that the next day would be busy, but his mind was already half in America, thinking about Andrea and the weekend they would finally spend together. Back at the hotel, each of them, Raj, Onik, and Amir, went to their respective rooms to freshen up before dinner. Raj was just about to relax when his phone rang. It was Amir. "Cousin, can we come over?" Amir's voice was playful, as usual, clearly not ready to unwind just yet. Raj chuckled, shaking his head. "Go take a shower, Amir. You and Onik. We have to go to dinner soon, and we'll see each other at the restaurant." After hanging up, Raj pulled out his phone and sent a quick message to Andrea. "Hi, I'm in London. I took care of some business today, but I need to finish the rest tomorrow. Remember, I'm leaving London tomorrow night, so I'll be getting there Friday morning. That way, we can spend the weekend together." He was about to put his phone away when it buzzed again. This time, it was a text from his mother. Raj sighed, already sensing the tone of the message. "Raj, you never told us how long you're going to stay in America." Raj exhaled deeply, knowing this conversation was inevitable. He quickly typed out a reply. "Hi Mother, we just landed in London about 2 hours ago. I don't know exactly how long I'll stay in America, but it won't be too long. I'll let you know as soon as I have a better idea. Andrea is in college, so I need to be mindful of her schedule. I'm leaving tomorrow night for America, but I still have some business to take care of here first." Just as he sent the message, his phone buzzed again. It was Andrea. "Raj, I thought you were getting here tomorrow. Remember, I told you I'd arrive on Friday so we could have the whole weekend together. It's almost 2 days, but I'll be there before you know it. Susie sends her regards to you and Onik." Raj smiled at the mention of Susie. He knew she had been a big part of Andrea's support system, and her playful nature always brought a smile to his face. Before he could respond, his mother texted back. "Okay, Raj. Make sure to let me know as soon as you know how long you're staying. I hope you don't stay too long, you have your responsibilities here. Don't forget that." Raj closed his eyes for a moment, the weight of his responsibilities pressing on him. He loved his family, but this trip to America felt like a turning point in his life, something he couldn't ignore or delay. "Yes, Mother. I won't forget. I love you, Mother. Please tell Father I love him too. Good night." To be continued. Thanks for watching.